Alright, folks. How are we all doing? Oh, we're flying in today. 80 people already. Fantastic. Glad to have you here, guys. Welcome to another Blues Bootcamp extravaganza thing. Alright. I'm so happy to have you all here, guys, for another week of bluesy fun. Whether it's your first time, whether you've been here before, it doesn't matter. I'm just glad to have you here with us. So I'm just going to check who's in the house, say hello. Hi, Greg. Thank you very much. Jersey, Cheryl, Dan, Peter, John, another John, Lena, Antonio, Ralph, Scott, Karen. So I can see a real mix of new faces and I don't want to say older faces, regular faces. Faces that I know already, right? New faces and familiar faces. So glad to have you all here, guys. We're just going to give it a second, let everybody jump in, and we're going to get started. All right. So if you're joining us from YouTube, if you don't have a clue what's happening right now, this is the Blues Bootcamp. This is day one, and there is a link in the description to sign up. Join the Facebook group because we're going to have 5 days of challenges, prizes, and community. It's going to be a lot of fun. So make sure you sign up in the link, and that is how you'll get all the materials as well. I'll be sending out all the materials for the lessons, the replays, and everything like that, so that you don't miss it. Because not everybody can make it live, which is fine. So if you're catching us from a replay, hello. And you can do it at your own convenience, alright? So, alright. Alright, guys, I'm so happy. Everybody's just got tons of comments and stuff already, so good. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of turn the comments off right now so I don't get distracted too much about everything. But what to do is if you've got any questions, anything you want to make it run by, we'll just wait closer to the end and then write a question or whatever it is, and I'll go through everything at the end. Alright, I'll have a look and I'll answer any questions that you have. Alright, so okay, so what's going to happen is I'm going to do a little presentation before we get started because it's the first day, just so you know exactly what to expect, what's going to happen over the next 5 days, and then we're going to get right in to the very first lesson. Alright, so but before we do, the whole purpose of learning blues, guys, right? If you've not learned blues, if you're just jumping into this world right now, I'm super excited for you because this is when things changed for me as a guitar player. Before blues, I've said it many times, all I could do was play my favourite songs and stuff. And then blues opened the door for so much other stuff. It's not just a genre, it's not just about blues music. This is what opens up the door to playing guitar expressively. Alright, in whatever genre you want to do that with. Being able to pick it up and just play, just express yourself, to improvise, to understand the fretboard, and know exactly what you're doing. This is where it all starts. So, I mean, I'm excited to be part of this journey with you, okay? Anyways, let's get kicking into it, right? So, a short demonstration, promise won't be too long, and then we're going to get right into playing some guitar, alright? So, welcome! What to expect. So, lesson 1, alright, today, this is where we're going to be going over 12-bar blues. It's the foundation of blues music. Okay, so you need to know this. So we're going to get right into playing guitar today. Okay, so 12-bar blues. I'm going to do 3 different versions. Well, 2 really. The first one is going to be just using chords. The second way is going to be using a shuffle format. And the third way is going to be using a shuffle format, but with some licks. Now, guys, we're live, and I've just realised my dog's outside, and she's barking like crazy. So give me 2 secs, alright? I'm going to be right back after I lock my dog away in a friendly place. Hold on. Oh, there we go. You haven't all left, have you? Oh, you haven't. Good. Good. Thank you. Sorry, I've got a dog. She's a rescue dog. I've had her for a few years. I love her to bits, but she barks at anything that moves. So I just picked her up and put her away in the living room. All right. So where was I? Right. Lesson 1, 3 types of 12-bar bluesies. Okay, so the first one, chords. The second one, like a shuffle. The third one, right, and this one is for folks that have done this before, all right, for people who have done the bootcamp before or who are a little bit more advanced and already know this stuff. And I'm going to add in a couple of licks and tricks to the 12-bar blues. So there's something for everybody, all right? So whether you're just a beginner or whether you're more advanced, I'm trying to do this so that everybody can enjoy it and learn something from it, all right? So, catching my breath. All the lessons are kind of like that. So, lesson number 2, the open blues scale. So that's going to be tomorrow, where we're going to be looking at the most important scale of them all, where we're going to be able to use the open blues scale to create some really good jams, create some nice licks, and all of that stuff, alright? So I'm going to teach you the blues scale, and I'm going to teach you how to use it. Lesson number 3 on Wednesday, we're going to be looking at chords and licks. Alright, this is where we'll be taking chord shapes, triad, and adding in some licks. I'm going to show you how to do that. Again, easy through to a little bit more difficult. Alright. Lesson number 4, pentatonic mastery. Alright, so we'll learn the blues scale, but we'll also learn how to climb all the way up the fretboard using the pentatonic scale. And we'll look at how we can create music with that as well, how we can be musical with the pentatonic scale. So it's not just theory, it's real practical exercises for you to use so that you can start making music with this knowledge right away. And lesson number 5, improvisation. Alright, this is where we're going to be able to pick up the guitar and just play off the cuff. So whether you're sitting on the couch, whether you're sitting on the front porch, doing whatever, you can pick up the guitar and just start jamming. Alright, so that's what it's all about. So a lot to cover in these 5 days, guys, but we've done it before and it works. Alright, so it might seem a little bit daunting right now, but we're going to get there together. Alright, and this is how, right? So things you need to know about the next 5 days. Okay, so firstly, again, replays are available on Facebook. They'll be on YouTube. Okay, you'll get them on the thank you page. Okay, so you'll get a link to that via email. Alright, so all the replays will be available on the one website page, alright? Materials, scale diagrams will be sent by email. Alright, so make sure you have signed up. The link's in the description. That'll make sure you get notifications. You'll get all the materials that you need and any information that you need to know about the challenges. The challenges have to be uploaded to Facebook. Okay, so every day, I'm just going to put my camera on, right? So every day you'll get a challenge. At the end of this day, I'm going to give you a challenge, and you have to upload that, right? You can use your phone, you can use whatever. It doesn't need to be fancy, and upload your video. Now, it's not about perfection. There's only so much you can do with the time that you're given. It's just about giving it a go, flaws and all. All right, it's not about, again, getting it perfect. It's just about giving it a go, being vulnerable and getting yourself out there. It doesn't matter if you've only been playing for 2 weeks or 2 decades. All right, just, it can always be nerve-wracking putting yourself out there in front of people. But we're in a very safe, happy place in the group, full of positive, happy souls. We're 800 now. All right, and I'm sure that will grow. But, you know, it's, again, it's such a positive space with lovely, lovely people, all of you. All right, what else? Live feedback from me. So I'll be going over all the videos, and I'll be commenting on them all, and you know, giving you support and inspiration and all of that jazz. And there's prizes every day for engagement and uploading videos. So to get the prizes, you need to upload your video, right? You need to subscribe to the channel, by the way, right? That's a biggie. You need to subscribe to this channel because you'll get notifications and all the rest of it. And you'll get put in the prize draw. Okay, and all you need to do is upload your video and comment, support your other fellow students. All right, so this worked really well last time, right? So watch everybody else's videos, comment on them, support them, and what you give out, you get back. All right, so post your own stuff and just take part in it. And I swear to God that this week's going to fly by. We're going to have a lot of fun. The more you put into it, the more you'll get out. All right, so the prize isn't just for uploading videos. It's about engagement as well. So keep that in mind. Where are we? And last thing, I will be opening up enrollment to my school on Friday. No strings attached. So I don't want you to be surprised on Friday when, I open up my school and I make you guys an offer. All right, because what you're seeing over the next week is basically a demonstration of how I teach and what I do in my guitar school. We do this every single week. And if you enjoy this, if you've learned by the end of the 5 days, if this process works for you, then you'll have the opportunity to join me and all my other students, and we can ride off into the sunset together with our guitars and continue on this journey as a big, happy guitar family. All right, but anyways, I'll be telling you a lot more about that as the week goes on. Today, and for this week, the main goal, the one thing that I want more than anything is for you to be a better guitar player at the end of it, and to have more confidence in your guitar playing. All right, so where are we? So and not too long, guys, just a few more slides. Who am I? Just in case you don't know, my name's Tony, and I started learning guitar when I was 18. I wasn't some kind of kid guitarist. I didn't learn at school. I couldn't play a thing, and I learned completely online. And I sucked, man. I sucked really bad for a while. So much so that my friends used to hide the guitar from me when I came round to the house. Because I would just keep on playing the same song over and over and over and over. So maybe you guys can relate. But you know what? I kept on going. And I'm thankfully I did, right? Because now I'm Tony, still Tony, but with a hat. All right, and that brings me on to a really important point I've not brought up yet. The most important part about all of this, guys, is you get a hat. You get a blues hat, right? You stick on that hat, and you become Mr. Blues. Now, this is why I wear the hat. It's a uniform for me. When I stick on the hat, I'm ready to go. All right, and what else? Where are we? Yep, I've nearly hit 80,000 subscribers on YouTube. The more of you guys that subscribe, the quicker I'll get there. So yeah, I'm just throwing that out there. Nearly 10 million views, owner of a successful guitar school, and I've taught thousands of students now from all around the world. Now, why are people resonating with my teaching? I truly believe it's because I'm also a late learner, the guitar. Okay, not too late, but I didn't learn at school, and I learned online as well. So I think the way that I teach kind of speaks to people that are doing the exact same things I did. Learning online, learning a bit late, don't know all the theory, don't know all the jargon, but want to get good at guitar. I took stuff in a particular way, and that's how I teach it, and that's how I think it works. But you guys can be the judge for that. And very last slide, guys, all right? I know it's kind of dragging on a wee bit, but this whole thing, right, what you're learning this week is not just about blues. It's about how to learn guitar online, right? Because how many of you have been stuck in the same place for ages, bouncing around YouTube, but you're not making much progress, just little incremental steps, right? And this is because, well, I think anyway, this is how I run my school. We have a goal, okay? We have a goal in mind. So at the end of this 5 days, we want to cover all the foundations of blues and know what we're doing, all right? We have a structure. We've got a step-by-step plan how to get there, all right? So we're learning chords, we're learning scales, we're learning theory, all in the right order, okay? We're going to record ourselves, which lets us know what we're doing wrong, what our flaws are, what we can work on. And that's very important as well, because we shy away from that, frightened of what we're going to see. But the more we do that, the more we listen to ourselves, the better we'll get. And lastly, connect. That's about community. And what you're going to see over this the next couple of days in the Facebook group is when you're there, you have a support group together that's cheering you on the sidelines. It gives you that motivation to upload your video. It gives you that motivation to pick up your guitar and learn something new and keep on going, because otherwise it's just you with your bedroom guitar syndrome, sitting with your guitar, learning the same old stuff, practicing the same old songs, and not getting anywhere. But when you've got goals and you've got, you know, like an ambition to do something every week, upload videos, it works, alright? And it makes it more exciting. So the more stuff we can do to make the learning experience online better, then we should do it. So anyways, I hope you enjoy this week. I hope you get the you know, as much out of it as I'm putting into it. And yeah, okay, let's get playing guitar, guys, alright? So enough talking. Alright, so we're going to fire right into this. I'm going to explain what all this is, what these letters are. And you know, I get a lot of slagging about my Scottish accent. You can't tell my E's from my A's, so no excuses. They're all written down here. So we've got. I'm going to move the mic a little bit out of the way here. I'm just going to turn on the comments a second just to see that I've not getting any comments about the volume or anything like that. Okay. Alright, a lot of people talking about their hats. Yep, get the hats! Alright? At the end of the week, I want you all to have a cool bluesy hat. Right, so this is a 12-bar blues. Okay, and this is the structure of a 12-bar blues. And we'll talk a little bit more about that tomorrow when we look at the theory side and how to make chord progressions and stuff like that, right? But this is a 12-bar blues. We play E for 4 bars, A for 2 bars, E for 2 bars, B7 for 1 bar, A for 1 bar. We have a turnaround on the 11th bar, and B7 is our final and 12th bar. Okay, now for those of you that don't know the chords, okay, we're going to start off with the chord version. We're going to play 7s, right? 7th chords. We're going to start off with an E7. Alright, and again, you'll be sent all of this by email as well, so you'll have this chord diagram. Alright, so we've got an E7 there. First finger on 1 in the G. Middle finger on 2 on the A, and you play every string like that. We have an A7. Okay, which is just like an A with your middle finger out. I'm going to try and get a better angle here. Okay. I'm going to play that from the A string, right? And we've got a B7, right? Now you could play a B7 like this. I like to play it like this. I've always played it like this, just because I like the bassier kind of sound of it, right? So you get your first finger on 1 in the D, middle finger on 2 in the A, third finger on 2 in the G. Okay? So E7, A7, B7. Now don't worry if you don't get this right away, you're going to have plenty of time to practice this. So, we're going to start off really simple, right? Now a bar is count of 4 beats, right? So that would sound like this. 1, a 2, a 3, a 4. 1, a 2, a 3, a 4. That's 2 bars. 1, a 2, a 3, a 4. That's 3. 1, a 2, a 3. That's 4. And then A7. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Back to E7. 2, 3, 4. Again. Right, and then B7 for 1 bar. 3, 4. A7. 2, 3. Turn around. And then we've got to finish off with B7 for our final bar. Okay, now you can do the one strum, and that's really good if you just want to talk. I woke up this morning, had my Cocoa Pops. I don't know, just whatever you want. You can do that, or you can strum it, right? You could just do, as long as you keep the counting down, and you can do any kind of strum. You could just do down strums. 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4. Keep on simple. A 1, a 2. Just a little strum, big strum, right? A 1, a 2, a 3, a 4. Alright, so what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to play that together. Okay? I'm going to do it nice and slow. You can do the 1 strum, you can do the 2 strum with me if you want. Just whatever you like. And let's have a go at it, and then we're going to move on to the shuffle. Okay? We ready? Let's do it. 1, a 2, a 3. I'm going to turn this around. 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, and 1, 2, 3, E. Okay, so I just realised I didn't actually teach you the turnaround, did I? So the turnaround here, we take our middle finger over to 3 on the B, and we get the high E like that. So we go 3, open E, back to 3 again, and then 2, 0, 2, 1, open 1, and then 0, 0, 0 like that, right? And then I like to do this little, this is kind of optional, I like to do this kind of hammer on little, on 1 in the G. And then I walk into a B7, 0, 1, 2, and that sets me up nicely. And just let it hang out and come back to the beginning. So let's do it one more time, now that I've taught you correctly, right? 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. 4, 8, 1, 4, and 1, B7, B, A7, B, and then turn around. Alright. There you go. So even I screwed it up. I'm looking up at the letters and they're distracting me. I'm like, what's coming next? Even though I know we should be next. Alright, so was that cool? I'm just going to maybe look at the comments, alright? Okay. Alright, cool. We're good. So that is a basic 12-bar blues. And again, I was just kind of doing different strumming. I just get that count in my head. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's good to use some dynamics sometimes, a little bit gentler, right? You can make it up as you go. There's no rules here, right? As long as you get the counting going, then it sounds fine. Now, if you don't want to do the turnaround as well, what you could do is just play an E7 instead, right? I could go like this. The last 4 bars, B7, 2, 3, 4, E7, E7. Alright, we could do it like that. which is completely fine. So, also, if you want to use open chords, you can. It just won't sound as bluesy. You know, you've got like things like bluesies. You've got what do you call it? I hear that train coming, it's going round the bend. Da 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 well, I hear that train coming, that kind of thing, right? Or there ain't nothing but a hound dog crying all the time. You can do open chords. There are bluesies, major bluesies that you can do as well. So it's up to you. No rules. Just play the blues. All right. That's all you need to do. Okay. So the second lesson is going to be a shuffle. Okay. Now the shuffle is this kind of thing. Alright, so let me break that down very quickly, right? So we've got our index finger on the on 2 on the A. And what to do firstly, just to get the muscle memory built in here, right? We're going to go between 2 and 4 on the A, right? I'm just going to practice like that. We're going to go 2, 2, 4, 4, 2, 2, 4, 4. We're not going to go 2, 2, 4, 4, 2, 2, 4, 4. Alright, we need to get that shuffle beat, right? That rhythm. Alright? Once you've got that, we're going to then get into the low E. We're going to play that along with it. Now, I've got my index finger also, it kind of mutes the other strings, so you don't need to worry too much about getting other strings ringing out. If you are, then maybe just lift your finger up a little bit, so you can mute those other strings. Now, what I like to do, right, is I like to mute the strings a little bit. I used to palm mute here, right? So I get my palm just slightly over the strings. Which I think sounds kind of cool. But again, it's down to your own. Sometimes do that bit of both. Whatever, right? But I'm going to palm mute it for most of it. So the way we count that is pretty easy as well. 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4. We just play along. We just count along with the shuffle, right? Now, this is going to be the E because we've got the open E string. And then we're going to take our fingers down and do everything a string down and use the open A string for A. So we'd go 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 1, a 2, 3. Back to E. 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 1, a 2, 3, a 4. Alright. And then for the B7, I'm just going to play a B7, and I'm going to keep that rhythm. 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, A. I'm just going to play the A7. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do the same turnaround. Climb in to a B7, and that's us, okay? So if you're new to this, I don't expect you to get it right away. It's going to take a minute, alright? But I'm going to go over nice and slow. Try and play along with me. And remember, you'll have the replay to work on it nice and slow, alright? And then after this, I'm going to show you a couple of licks and stuff that we can add in to spice that up for those that are already a little bit more ahead, okay? So, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. A. Back to E. B7. Alright, now it's the shuffle. Alright, now on to the final one, guys. Alright, the very last lesson. Okay, so again, all you need to do is one of these progressions. Now, we're going to start off with a turnaround lick, right? This is something you can play at the start of your progression, and then something that you can play in place of the turnaround. And it's going to go like this. Alright. Alright, so let me break that down very quickly. Alright, so we've got 0, 1, 2 on the D string, right? And I'm using my index finger on 1, middle finger on 2. Open, 1, 2, and then open again, right? A little tip as well, when you play just behind the sound hole, you get a really nice sound when you're picking the string. And then 3, 2, 0 on the A string. 2, 1, 0. Should I say 0, 1, 2, open, 2, 1, open on the A. And then 3, I get 3 with my third finger on the low E. Slide from 1 to 2 with my index finger. Alright. And then open E. like that. Okay, so nice and slow. Open 1, 2, and then we climb into our B7 on the A string. So, and we can just leave it one strum because from there we're counting 4. 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, and there people always ask what I do there. You just pick anywhere and slide down like that. You can do that, or you can just not do that. So. Or you can just strum the B7. 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, and 1. Alright, so I'm going to add in this little lick to the shuffle, okay? Which is just me hammering on. 1, a 2, a 3, a. Okay, you need to get that a in first. 1, a 2, a 3, a. And then we're going to hammer on and pull off on the A string in the 2nd fret. Now again guys, if you're a beginner, don't worry about this. You don't need to do this. Okay, this is just for folks that, again, need something a little bit more challenging. And then back into it again. So 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, and a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4. And sometimes I like to actually pick that pull off because you get a different kind of sound. But whatever way the wind's blowing, right? So 2, 3, 1. And then we can take it down a string to the A and just do the exact same thing. A string down. If I can get it right myself, right? So we're hammering on the D string there. Getting your middle finger on 2 in the A. There we go. But then the second time, you can do the E, the first one, just to bring you back in to that chord. Alright? So, and that is basically the first part, right? So we get this. And at this point, 1, 2. I'm going to use the open E blues scale, which we're going to look at very soon. But I climbed into there, so 1, 2, 3. Into a B7, 0, 3. On the low E, 0, 1, 2. On the A, 2, a 3, a 4, a. This is another little thing I'm going to show you, right? When we get into the A here, alright, the B7, 2, a 3, a 4. I'm going to do this, right? I'm going to get an A7. Like this. I'm going to start with my middle finger on the D in the 2nd fret, third finger on the G in the 2nd fret. 1, a 2, a 3. I'm going to move my middle finger up to 4 on the D. First finger onto 3 in the B. Right. 1, a 2, a 3. The A7 shape, 5 and 5 on the D and the B. And then I'm going to take that A7 shape up to the octave on the 14th fret and go like that. And then I'm going to slide it down. Like that, kind of. Alright, so 2, a 3, a 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're into the turnaround. Now, this is a little bit tricky, right? Because we do this no more. And then, that is when we go into the final bar. Alright, so let me just play that through, nice and slow. And again, it's up to you what choice you pick. You can do this whole thing, or you can just take parts out of this and add them in, right? Take the parts that you like and add them in. Take the parts you don't and just chuck them away. Whatever you want, right? So I'm going to try not to screw this up and concentrate. Pretend I've not got all you guys staring at me. All right. So 1, a 2, 3, a 4. Right. So there you have it, guys. Something for everybody, hopefully. I hope you enjoyed that. Now, the prizes, okay, basically, tomorrow, up until the live, you get your time to put in your video. And tomorrow, I'll be giving away 2 blues courses, okay, tomorrow. That's going to be the prize tomorrow for whoever. You know, it's not about who uploads the best. It's just about probably get all the people that put in the most effort, and then I'll get my virtual assistant Angel to pick somebody at random, and so everybody's got a chance at winning. Again, it's not about talent. It's not about who's been playing the most. If you've been playing 1 week and you upload something, bravo. You know, kudos for that. So you can play the chords. You can play whatever. You can play whatever 12-bar blues you like, as long as you put something up. And you engage with the group, right? You comment on everybody else's posts. It only works if we're all in this together. And, you know, your words can make someone's day at the end of it. Someone who's really vulnerable and feeling very, very unconfident, you know, a few words of encouragement, that does the world, and that makes you keep on going, all right? So this is very important. And the prizes are going to be great. All right, we've got like my courses. I'm going to be giving away my blues course, my looper course, my main course, Acoustic Ascension, which has got everything about theory, triads, and caged, and all that intermediate stuff. And the very last prize, because on Friday we'll have our last lesson, and you'll have the following week to put it up. And that one, yes, as I said yesterday, I'm going to be giving away this. All right. My first Stratocaster, Fender Strat, Fender Player Strat. I'm going to give it away. Alright, it's been on quite a lot of my videos as well. I love the guitar. I do have another Stratocaster, so somebody lucky will be getting this. It's got great action, great fretboard. It feels great, so. And even if you win a prize tomorrow, doesn't mean you can't win that. Okay, it's about who puts in the most, and I just want you guys to have fun, and I want you guys to feel encouraged. And you know, my job as a teacher isn't just to teach you stuff. I see it as providing an environment where you thrive and you take action. So so that's it, guys. I'm going to just get the comments up very quickly. So yeah, there's bits for beginners. So just got to bring this along. There's bits for beginners, bits for intermediates. Pick out what helps develop. That's exactly it. You don't need to take. You can take bits of those progressions. You can take a little bit of chords, a little bit of shuffle, some little licks. Throw it in there. Do what you like. All right. A lot of times, last time, Greg, who's in the group, he's now in the community now. He was always putting up stuff where he was like singing and making his own tunes. Everything that he posted was his own song, and he had lyrics to it and stuff, which was great. Everybody loved that. So feel free to get as creative as you want. How do you get the video into the group, Dennis? Right, so all you do, right, when you join the Facebook, let me see if I can do this on here. Alright, so again, once you get the link, can I get this up here? Where are we? So can I get into the group? I'm going to show you if I can. Let's get into here. Right, so once you've signed up with the email list, right, you'll have an invite to the group. Alright, so 801 and going strong. Alright, and all you do is you make a post. Alright, because I'm not a member on this page, you'll have a little place to go on here. Let me just log out here very quickly so I can go into my own account and show you. And let me know if this makes sense, right? I want to make sure you can do this. Alright, where are we? There we go. Oh, come on, Facebook, right. Now, I know a lot of you don't do Facebook, which is fine. You can still take part by YouTube and whatever. But this is, if you can just join Facebook for this challenge, alright? Because it's just us fun guitarists that are here. Ignore the rest. Okay, so you come up here, you click on, you post, you can write something if you like, then you just add a video, alright? And then you should be able to do that straight from your phone. Alright, just make a post, make a video, just like these guys. That's all you need to do, okay? Who's posted this? Oh, I don't know. Anyways, we're gonna come out of here. Okay. Where are we? Okay. Some random stuff coming up there, but... Okay, so does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. You just get into the Facebook group, you start uploading stuff. And yeah, so Gary, you learned loads from this lesson. Brilliant. You can use bars as well. Superb. You can do whatever you like. You can do your own thing with that. I just want to see a 12-bar blues. And the chord chart, that is going to be... You're going to get that sent out by email. Okay, so what happens is you get an email sent out, and there's a Google Drive folder, right, that I'll have everything in. So day 1 to day 5, all the material's in there. All you need to do is click on it, and you'll be able to download everything. The chord charts, some slides. Like, for example, you'll get the 12-bar blues format, how many times to play E and A and so on. That'll all be there. Alright, so yeah, and again, guys, remember, alright, so just have a go at it, and remember, if you've got any questions, you can add them into the group, and I'm happy to kind of go live again. But the whole purpose of this, right, it can't be too long that I do the 3 lessons, but go over them nice and slow. You've got the replay, and go over it nice. Now, for those that are struggling with the second and third one, maybe that one's not for you, right? Go with the chords first, okay? Because the last lessons, the third lessons with the licks and stuff, was for people that have already done it before and have already played a shuffle, because that's going to be quite difficult, especially in one day. Alright, so again, if you're a beginner, alright, just do the first one. Alright guys, anyways, take it easy. I hope you had fun, and I look forward to seeing you in the group. I look forward to seeing your videos. So take it easy, and I'll see you soon.